How did Brad Pitt's brutal brawls in Fight Club lead to his cameo in one of the highest-grossing R-rated movies of all time? Stick around to find out. Brad Pitt is one of the most recognizable actors in Hollywood, having starred in profitable pictures like World War Z, Mr. and Mrs. Smith, and Ocean's 11. But his highest-grossing film ever doesn't feature him in a leading role. That honor actually goes to Deadpool 2, which made $786 million worldwide. It's easy to forget that Pitt was in Deadpool 2 at all, and if you blinked while watching it, you might have missed him. As the Vanisher, he has the power of total invisibility, but that doesn't stop him from suffering a shocking fate in a tragic parachuting accident.
Vanisher! Maybe the wind can't blow what it can't see. Really?
Yes, this is the only time Pitt actually appears in the film. He never says a word. Obviously, the gag is that no one expected a star of Pitt's caliber to join the cast of Deadpool 2 for such a minuscule role. Most film productions would be thrilled to have an A-lister like him on board. But director David Leitch subverted expectations by giving him a laughably brief cameo. So how did this zany appearance come about? As Pitt explained to BBC Radio 1 in August 2022, he and Leitch have a friendship that dates all the way back to the Fight Club days. He explained, "Dave's an old friend of mine. He was my stunt double, starting with Fight Club and all the way up until about 2004. And then he went off and became a really good director, which is rare." Leitch is best known now as a director of adrenaline-pumping films like Bullet Train, Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs & Shaw, and Atomic Blonde. But to reach his level of success within the action genre, Leitch first put a lot of time into crafting, coordinating, and performing stunts. Aside from standing in as Tyler Durden in the late 90s, Leitch performed stunt work in Blade and The Matrix Reloaded. But he still continued to double for Pitt in films like The Mexican, Ocean's 11, and Mr. and Mrs. Smith. After some time, however, their careers diverged. Leitch pivoted to assisting with stunt coordination in films like V for Vendetta, and acted as the action coordinator for X-Men Origins Wolverine. Meanwhile, Pitt starred in critically acclaimed films like 12 Years a Slave, The Big Short, and Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, the last of which finally got him his Oscar. However, Leitch's professional relationship with Pitt has recently come full circle. During a press event for Leitch's Bullet Train, in which Pitt stars as a bumbling assassin ladybug, the actor discussed what it was like to work with Leitch again, saying, "He trained me for those fights. In a way, he's helping me develop the character. Now he's a director with his own voice and vernacular. I'm serving him, he's the boss." So there was a beautiful symmetry for two old friends. During a conversation with Leitch and Pitt for Brew America, Leitch happily noted, "Our fates took us in different places, and then they ended up bringing us back together.